thought it was like first listen, I was like, I was a little disappointed. And only reason why I was a little disappointed is just off the strength of because I had expectations. And when I would say I had expectations, just because going leading into from since Put It on the Floor, she been rapping, like she kind of really kind of linked away from like doing the singy songs. Like, of course, she had the jump with J-Lo or whatever the case may be, but she realistically just haven't had no like crazy type of girl type of songs real quick. I mean, I guess you could kind of say like Big Mama is a girl song. So when originally listening to it, I'm looking for, of course, she got Put It on the Floor. She got Sunday Service on it, but those is like bonus tracks. So just off my first listen, I'm looking for realistically, I'm looking for like the Grinch Joan. I'm looking for like her freestyles that she been putting out. I'm just looking for like super aggressive rap. But then I had to kind of remember, I'm like, bro, this is a girl. She making an album for girls. But so then I go, when I kind of take out that I'm looking for just like songs that add to my gym playlist, let me just listen to this as a album where it's like, all right, cool. You may only have 1 or 2 songs for the gym playlist. This is actually just a rap album or a album that's made from a female rapper made for women. So you can't really just sit here and be like, I'm looking for the super aggressive stuff. And then and what kind of even helped the, I guess, change my chain of thought on it. I watched the interview she did with Ebro before I even listened to the album for the second time. So I listened to it, and she was kind of even explaining it, like towards the end, like when she had a jump, it was her and Meg called "Squeeze Me." Then she had a song that was called "It's a Jump with her and Sierra." What's the name of the song with her and Sierra? The jump with her and Sierra is "Good to You." So it's like in that little sequence, it go to kind of like the pop route. But before it even gets to that, she got like she maybe got like 3 songs that go kind of like back to back on some like R&B type of vibes. Like it kind of made me point, like when I'm thinking of it, I'm like, oh, this is kind of like a date vibe. Like this vibe, you realistically, if you was going out on dates, you could kind of just really kind of let this play. The jump with her and Coco Jones, the jump with her and Honcho. So I'm going back to listen to it. And then when I go back to listen to it and I kind of take out my expectations, I'm like, oh, this album is flawless. This may literally realistically be the best female album I've heard in a long time. Like, and I almost want to say it's probably since Cardi's Evading the Privacy or whatever the Cardi album was called. And the difference is, of course, Cardi jump was a lot of singles, like hits. So on this Latto jump, I'm not really looking for the hits because she got she showed you, hey, I made hits in the last year and a half from, like I said, from Put It on the Floor, from Sunday Service, but I'm not putting these on a project because it doesn't go in sync. When we talking about how people complain about the skits not lining up and it's not going hand to hand with the actual project. So this project literally from beginning to end, the only thing I could sit here and kind of critique realistically, because for people who like me, where I'm just literally just like, damn, I really want to hear just the super crazy rapping aggressive Latto. To me, she should have started off the album with the shout outs to me, because that's the last song before it get to, Put It on the Floor and all the like the remixes and stuff. So before it gets to that, but it come in when I'm listening to that shout outs to me, it literally just sound like a Drake song. She could have literally, and I know that Joe got mad at Meek for calling his jump 5 a.m. or 5 p.m. or whatever it was in Philly, but she could have realistically named this 5 a.m. in Clayco, and I would not have been mad because I'm listening to it. I'm talking about the rap pattern, the beat selection, and I heard Ebro, he said it sounded like a Jay-Z joke. So when I even listened to it again after I heard him say that, I'm like, okay, I get where you can get the Jay-Z beat selection from, but we talking about actual rap scheme. I was like, this literally sound, and I'm not trying to discredit Latto, but this is bigging her up how good I feel like it sounds. This literally sound like a Drake pen verse where he literally penned this and was like, rap it just like this. And I'm talking about, I have never heard, like, it's a lot of rappers who be trying to do the shit. 21 Savage did it on the on her Lost jump when he did the what did he do? 7 p.m. in Clay, in Kirkwood or wherever he from. He did his version of it, and it sucked. It didn't sound like a Drake joint. This literally sound like a 5 a.m., 5 p.m. or whatever number, date, time you want to put it on. It sound like a Drake joint. I'm talking about from beginning to end. That girl smoked that song, and I was like, oh, Nicki and Drake really may not like each other. Like, I know everybody trying to sit here and throw the glimpse of, oh, Wayne and Drake probably got some type of smoke. Cool, we'll get to that a little bit later in the episode. But I'm talking about when I heard this and she was sitting here saying it don't matter if it's old or whatever. I can't remember the line, but it was something like she was like, I don't care if it's the old head or the youngest. Something. Don't let your lap dog off the leash, your old face. And she was just throwing crazy bars all over the place. And I'm just like, and the way she was doing it, it was just so smooth. It was so well executed. And I was like, dog. And I'm just listening to I'm listening to how the songs just go flowing and from end to end. But then, like, even to say she started off with the Georgia Peach joint, and I'm not mad at that because she had a bar in that joint. She said, she was like, NBA niggas go, what she say? NBA niggas go Iverson for my sister. They be skipping practice. When we sit in courtside, they be passing. Oh, I'm like, bro. When she said that Iverson bar, and that's why I like Latto, and this is why realistically, I don't respect when, like, of course, and I always sit here and I got to catch myself. The Shade Room and Neighborhood Talk are not hip hop blogs. So I can't get mad and trying to look for a real hip hop dialogue on a conversation about Latto's album because I know I'm not going to get it there because right there, they just for the gossip. They hear whatever women they're going to hate. Excuse me, they're going to hate. So it's not like realistically, they're not even going to give it an honest ear. And like I said, even for me, my very first listen, because I'm looking for Latto, like, dog. I've heard her rap on that Grinch song with her and Lil Tyler. Like, she just blacked out. I heard her rap on the Alyssa song. She blacked out. Like, she really been going on a tear. Since Put It On the Floor, she's been rapping her high pass off. Like, I'm telling you, bro, she been rapping so crazy. So I was kind of just, me personally, I'm looking for that. But then I sit here and say, hey, cool, you already got them type of songs on your gym playlist. Allow this girl to actually put a real project together and show her versatility. And I get it. I understand people will sit here and love to throw, Rap City in the mix and sit here and say stuff like, let's be clear. I love Rap City. Yes, she can rap her behind off, but let's be clear. That's the case where it's kind of like for men can't really dictate women's what women like because realistically, yeah, Rap City can rap great. Charlamagne could keep bigging her up, but nobody don't care because he cannot dictate culture for what women like. And that's why I was listening to it, and I'm really like, because me and the homegirl, man, we share a bunch of like super aggressive drill rapping girls. Like we share a lot of those type of girls. So when she was telling me like, I hear what you don't like, but I love this from her because I'm a girl. I can really get into my vibe and I can take some of these bars. I can really enjoy this song. I can really get into my girly bag when I'm listening to it. So that's why I had to go back and listen to it again with fresh ears and just give it an honest. And I'm like, bro, from beginning to end, like still when I'm talking about from what she got, how many songs was she got? She got 17 songs on here. Only 2 songs that I actually skip every time is the H&M joint. I hate that song and I don't like the Liquor song. But outside of that, so them 2 out of 17, bro, that album to me is literally flawless. Like I'm talking about just the way the sequence in it, the way it flow from song to song. I'm talking about bars, punchlines, and I'm talking about not even crazy punchlines like some Wayne Cassidy type punchlines, but even that line of just like you kind of I'm putting in my real life, but I'm doing it still where a dude could have had this bar. A dude could have rapped that same verse where it's like niggas, NBA niggas be skipped out of niggas. Hold time on, let me slow down. Niggas, NBA niggas be like Allen Iverson over my sister. I know I'm screwing the bar, but when she said they be skipping practice, I'm like, bro, that is, you have to actually understand who Allen Iverson is, and that whole, we talking about practice. So when she said NBA niggas be pulling the Allen Iverson to be skipping practice over my sister, I said, oh my God, dog, this girl just literally just going crazy. But that shout outs to me, she even had more crazy. I'm talking about just the flow, the cadence. I swear to God, I wish she just would have named that joint 5 a.m. and click.
No nigga should never repeat that line.
Why not?
As a rap line, say nigga skipping practice to deal with my sister. She can get it off because yes, that's she's a female. But no nigga as a rapper can say, oh yeah, nigga skipping NBA player skipping practice to deal with my sister. I'm gonna judge you very well.
I mean, nigga, if your sister bad, she bad.
No, nigga, and you a nigga, you like, oh, I'm okay with that. Nigga's just coming up, no.
She ain't saying. I mean, nigga, her sister bad. So I mean, I get it. That bar made sense. Like when I'm thinking about her sister,
yes, for a female, yes, that is absolutely right for a female. But for you to say, yeah, a nigga can rap that. No, a nigga cannot rap that verse.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you might judge him off the way he is conducting with his sister. Cool, but I don't care. It's still when I'm talking about when I say, I mean, female, it's a bar where it's not like
it is as a female. Yes,
it's a bar of like I'm talking about high level rapping. Like I'm like that took time. That's not like, and I get it and I understand. I think, and the sad thing is, this project is so good. I know for a fact for a lot of women, it's gonna go under the radar because
than her first one.
Hell yeah. Because I'm talking about just off of rapping wise, like if you're talking about which one probably had more catchier songs, like just something like chanty songs, she probably had more chantier, catchier songs on the last project. Because what she had on there, she had whatever the joint she sampled, Saucy Santana. She had the joint with her and Lil Wayne. She had the joint. Of course, the big single was Big Energy. But I'm talking about like the way it actually sound, actually way the project made me felt. Like I had no feeling off of that 7-7 project. I'm like, all right, it's cool, it's a good project. It was good songs on it. But I'm talking about this project. I'm actually listening to it. Like when I heard that song with her and Coco Jones, I'm like, this is a song that make you want to go on a date. And I'm talking about like when we talk about music to give you feelings and make you want to go do stuff, like that Coco Jones song literally be like, dog, I would not mind going on a date during the fall and you just, you know, like you got the windows cracked a little bit, there's with nice little breeze, you can just kind of ride and you can vibe out. Like that is what that album actually did. Like, bro, this, I swear to God, like even when she got into that joke with her and Tizo Touchdown, I'm not, and the crazy thing is I'm not really super familiar with him. I done heard people talk about him. Of course, he was on the Drake jump, but that song with him and Drake wasn't as tough as this song with her and Tizo Touchdown. Like if you compare, like, so for me, this is my second time actually getting into him. Oh, I was like, okay, now I see what's the hype about him. Like even for Kendrick to use him in a bar or whatever the case may be, or Drake to have him like on the first song of his album, now I understand it, because to me, this Latto song with Tizo Touchdown is 100 times better than the Drake jump. And I think what Drake had him on Virginia Beach or something, like, dog, that was tight to me. Even listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you how much I was impressed with this Latto project. I listened to the 3 Drake songs, but like what I would have normally, how I normally would have digested, pause, no homo, the way I normally would have digested 3 brand new Drake songs. Oh, I would have been playing them jokes all weekend because they still are good Drake songs. Even the song for her, and that's why I was like, because I can't help myself, I go look at the comments and I'm like, bro, y'all so late to this. You're not going to understand how big of a deal Latto is. And realistically, to me, if I'm Latto, I wouldn't even rush to go on tour yet. I would come back with one more project to solidify myself to where I'm really at. Because though she is I'm talking about an elite rapper, I'm comparing this album to, you can compare to whatever dude, woman, I don't care. This is, to me, is the best album I've heard from beginning to end, where actually the songs sound good, something I would actually listen to over and over. Like, and I've caught myself, like I said, after I gave her that honest listen, like I'm outside, I'm working out, so I'm really kind of just in my groove, and I'm listening to it and really listening to what she's saying and how the music go. I'm like, bro, I can put this against whatever other projects that came out this year. And we talking about women-wise, like, bro, this is literally, I have not heard an album better than this since that Cardi album. And I don't care. You can put it up against Nicki. You can put it Ice Spice, JT, who Meg Thee Stallion. Anyway, and let's be clear, Meg got more bops. Glorilla got more bops. We talking about club songs, catchy songs. Yes, they have more catchier songs on their projects, but we talking about a actual better body of work, because after those, and it's not no shade to Glow, but after you get tired of those songs, by the time the October come, I even see Glow tweeting it all the time. Hey, I'm working on new music, because by the time October come, I don't care about 7 p.m. Friday or whatever the case may be. We not even listening to Yeah Glow no more. That song was humongous this year. So that's why I'm saying it's not a knock to it, but we're talking about music that can actually give you a vibe of music that you can actually listen to for some time, where it don't matter because it's not a hit. So it's not something you're going to get tired of. It's not something, and that's something realistically, when she was on an interview with Ebro, that's something that she kind of talked about, was like the labels kind of trying to push artists to just make catchy songs for TikTok and for the reels, but realistically, some of those songs, it make them die out faster. Will it catch a buzz? Will people say, oh, you hot, she the hottest thing smoking? Yeah, but then how long will you actually listen to that song? Like, when the last time you actually listened to Get It Sexy? Think about how big those songs was, but because you play them so much all over social media, you get tired of them songs. Where I start even looking at Chris Brown, and I just be like, damn, when he be performing, like some of them, like he not even performing Sexy Can I? He not performing all those like super crazy big songs that's going OD viral. Like when he really in his pocket, we talking about Torn, you in the like the deep album cut songs, and like that joint with her and Coco Jones. I'm talking about even the joint with her and Meg. Was I a little mad because it was a pop song? No, because I even heard her again sitting here saying like, I can't just completely run away from the crowd that I built on from Big Energy. So, but I'm listening to it and I'm like, oh my God, that back and forth, like we talking about just realistically, and I heard it even on Joe Budden, and that clip is going viral when they were sitting here saying that Latto easily is a top 3 rapper, and it depends on who you put in the 3, but Joe's like, you top 2 kind of period. It's like, okay, it's Nicki and Latto, and you can kind of rotate whoever you feel like the third person is. And I agree with him, because of course, I don't never want to come off as disrespectful, because I feel like every woman, like if we're gonna compare them to Nicki, you still got to have a monster verse. You can't, like, I can't discredit you. Yeah, I can sit here and say, did Latto put out a better project? Yes, but I can't sit here and be like, is she a better rapper than Nicki Minaj right now? No, because you got to still have a verse that sound like Monster. Like that Monster verse, put Nicki Minaj like in the top 10. You can put her in men, women, whoever, however you want to dress it up. So that verse alone, if you don't have one of them on your resume, it's a little bit harder, and maybe hard for other rappers to get one, because when the next time Jay-Z gonna actually give a female a verse? Or you're gonna see a Kanye, Jay-Z, like that, the stars align so well for Nicki Minaj, where it's like it's gonna be hard for people to dethrone her. But I can sit here and argue like that back and forth. Dog, this is a pop song, and I'm talking about the back and forth with Latto and Meg. I was just like, I like we talking about rapping, like catchy and fun. I would need a Meg and Glow project, but we talking about just rapping. I would love to hear more songs of Latto and Meg just rapping because that's what they really do very well. And I understand because you sit here to compete and still keep the attention of social media. You got to kind of dumb yourself down and play around with the Sexy Reds and the Glorrillas. And I'm not trying to belittle or discredit what Glow and Sexy Red do, but we got to kind of still, and I think because everybody likes to bunch it in when we talk about women rappers. Everybody kind of love to bunch them in all together with making it seem like, oh, they just all female rappers. But no, you wouldn't compare Soulja Boy to Jay-Z. You wouldn't compare Soulja Boy to Wayne. And that's not, like I say, that's not a knock the Glow or that's not a knock the Sexy Red, but you just make catchy songs. They fun. He's not really saying nothing. It's just I'm gonna say a crazy bomb, say something wild. I'm gonna make a crazy sound effect. Like even I heard the Glorilla song which she put out with Boss Man Richie this weekend, and it's just like some like how many times everybody done that stupid clap or whatever the case may be. Like, all right, bro, we done heard the same clap a million times. This is like I said, it's like literally like some Soulja Boy. If you don't, or you want to give it a little bit more credit, okay, let's say Glorilla is the female version of Waka Flocka, but I'm not comparing Waka Flocka to G. I'm not even comparing Waka to Jeezy. It's all street music, yeah, but it's a difference on what we talking about, on how we are dissecting that music. So when I have to give Latto her credit because I understand how much people just really want to hate on her. But if you sitting here telling me this was a bad project, I don't even want to talk music to you because you're not even being serious. And I sit here and told y'all, I thought Ice Spice had a hell of a bunch of catchy, stupid, fun songs. Yeah, I add them to my gym place. They stupid, they catchy, they fun. But is it a better project? We talking about solid album from beginning to end? Hell no. But is it a bunch of catchy songs that I can add to my gym playlist and I'm tired, I need a little energy booster? Absolutely. But we talking about absolute bodies of work when we sit here critiquing artists. Can you actually rap? Can you actually make songs flow into each other? It's no comparison.
But then that's my question. I kind of, when even with you saying that, it's like, yeah, I can add to your gym playlist. But then if you saying you don't go on dates, so then how can you really appreciate certain projects if you don't be in those vibes? And that's why I say when you was like, well, damn, is it a club banger or that? If you're not going to the club, but like sometimes the album or it's just music, it's artwork. So if I can make that for you riding in the car, you know, late night, whatever, shorting, you know what I'm saying? That's a perfect album for you. I'm not trying to make radio hits or even club bangers. I'm trying to make a vibe. I'm trying to set the vibe for you.
Yeah, of course. But that's why I said you have to listen to it and you have to give it a honest listen. I don't have to go on a date to Nick and say, oh, I can feel with this listen to. Like I can still listen to Giveon. I ain't dealing with no heartbreak, but I understand the moment that I felt when I was actually really getting into Giveon music. So yeah, I get it. I'm like I said, you can listen to it, but so I said the very first listen. That's why I said at the first time I listened, I was disappointed because I was looking for a different version of Latto. But then when I was like, all right, cool, you already got that version of Latto. You already got, these still are very new songs, like the junk with her and Lil Tyler, that Grinch song, that literally just came out during Christmas time. It's not even Christmas again. So it's still, you talking about a couple months old. So it's like, realistically, yeah, I can sit here and compare it and kind of critique it as it is. Like, dog, she put out a great body of work. I don't care what nobody say. Like, and I've listened to a lot of female rappers. That to me was the best female Joan I'd heard in a long time. And we comparing off of what I've heard this year, like, dog, this was literally a well put together album. A very well put together album. So, and like I told y'all, even with Future, like, dog, I like the Future stuff, but it was cool. But he even know that it ain't hit like it was supposed to hit, because that's why he keep flirting around now with, oh, mixtape Pluto on the way. Because he can know it. Like, it's cool. Like, sometimes I think a lot of us can't be honest with our favorite artists and be like, oh, they just kind of let us down a little bit. Even the same way when we critiquing basketball or whatever the case may be, what we talking about, like, you got to just be able to be real and be like, all right, this was cool, but this still wasn't their best performance I ever seen. That's even just like when we can tie this in a second, we can get ready to go into Steph Curry. Like,
is he getting shut down?
Who?
Future.
I mean,